Elon Musk, XAI, Grok. Look, Musk is Musk. He predicted AGI by 2025 in 2024. Well, it didn't happen. He's got a long history of timelines that turn out to be more inspirational than accurate. But here's what you can't ignore. In January of this year, January 6th, 2026, he posted on X, "We have entered the singularity." Then a few hours later, 2026 is the year of the singularity. Not we're approaching it, not it's coming. We have entered it, current. Now you can roll your eyes at Musk. Plenty of people do. Plenty of reasons to, I suppose. But when the guy who's building one of the four most powerful AI systems on the planet says we've already crossed the threshold, I think it deserves more than a shrug and an eye roll. And people say that he's a dreamer. Well, but he's not the only one. And he is. However, he dreamed of his electric car company, is now outsold the Model T, is the largest car company in the world. He dreamed of having huge rocket ships capable of going outside of our orbit. And he does. He's launching every 2 or 3 days something into space at a pace it's never existed before in humankind. He may be overly optimistic with his predictions, but ultimately they happen. And this one, I think he's calling it right. But let's talk about what they're not saying, because that's where it gets more interesting. Well, these guys are on stage being careful and diplomatic and calibrated in their language and their speeches. The engineers are losing their minds. February 11th, 2026, weeks ago, Matt Schumer, CEO of an AI company called Hyperwrite. He's been in this industry 6 years. That's grandfather in this industry. He published an essay. That essay went viral. It got picked up by Fortune magazine, Business Insider. It went everywhere. The title was "Something Big is Happening." And in it, he basically confessed. He said he'd been telling people a watered down version of what's really going on. Every time family or friends ask him what's actually happening with AI, he gave them a cocktail party answer, the safe version. Because, he said, if he told the truth, people would think he was crazy. But he couldn't do it anymore. The gap between what he is seeing and what he was telling people had gotten too wide. That's my story. On the same day that essay dropped, one of the co-founders of XAI, a guy named Jimmy Ba, announced he was leaving the company.